The task: 6 of the old massive milling stands of the roughing mill will get a new milling geometry with precision that's within fractions of a millimetre. The boxes and containers travelled more than 5,000 kilometres, from Germany to Poland, through Belarus to Russia, and all the way to Kazakhstan. Compound steel plates and tools, each with a value of multiple hundreds of thousands of euros. Now everything is in the steel mill in Temirtau. The big machines have been here for a while. In the individually set up shop, the chock are refurbished. On the shop floor, the initial tasks of setting up a lifting system are starting. One of the 6 mill stands will be removed from its foundation within the next few days. The foundation is totally broken up, says the civil engineer. Oil and rust have damaged the structure to the point that it does not carry any of the designed load. The current state of the other stands is also carefully examined. For decades, steel has been produced here without any in-depth maintenance practices. Scale and dirt mixed with oil residue. The stands are cleaned by Kazakh mill staff. The base of R1 is not necessarily in great shape. At stand R2, the first drilling templates can be mounted. To create a precise location for the linear bearings later on, the holes have to be drilled in an accurate position. The refurbishment staff has to work within 1/10 of a millimetre accuracy. This is very difficult in the neglected mill stands, where the overall geometry is no longer acceptable. Valuable liner plates made out of special compound steel are the core business of CORTS, but those only make sense when the mounting surfaces are correct. Imagine you buy an expensive tyre. You would expect it to last long, Jochen CORTS explains. If that's not the case, you go back to the manufacturer and complain. A smart mechanic would check your alignment. That's what we started doing for our products: measure and refurbish, then guarantee performance. Accurate working conditions have been absent for years. Rolls and bearings are inaccurate, will get damaged by unpredictable forces, hence need to be replaced frequently. The final product quality is lacking and cost levels are rising. The steel mill is currently producing about 3 million tons of steel and has not reached its designed productivity level in years. The upcoming precise refurbishment of the roughing mill will increase the quality and quantity of the steel produced in the future. The output could be raised by about 20%. Bearing failures, differential forces, cross-rolling and unplanned outages can be eliminated. This puts the mill in an excellent technical and commercial working condition despite the old age of the machinery.
Es sind keine technologischen Quantensprünge zu verzeichnen.
Jochen CORTS continues to explain that recently no new developments make it necessary to fully replace the mill. This means that it makes sense to stabilize and refurbish the existing equipment to the point that it will be a dependable mill for the production of high-quality steel. The base milling machine is being placed in R4. This 7-ton on-site giant from Remscheid needs to be accurately mounted in the stand with the help of laser technology. Milling, grinding, drilling and mounting tasks are now taking place simultaneously on all 6 stands. The individual jobs are carefully choreographed so that the mill doesn't stand still for too many days. We have a delicate time schedule, explains Jochen CORTS. That's why we set up special teams that continue with the same work throughout all stands. But the time schedule is tight. The cleaning of the stands has taken 16 hours longer than planned. Costs are rising. Visas are running out. Despite all that, all the work is going as planned.
R3 10 o'clock, R4 16 hours and R5 10 o'clock. That is the official thing, and that means
The main concern remains R0, the first stand of the entire mill. Final measurements at R4. The base level machining works can begin. The milling machine is in perfect position. Piece by piece, all stands are being refurbished. In the end, the steel from Kazakhstan will have higher quality and will be economically more viable.
Da bin ich so ein bisschen mit Darwin, survival of the fittest. Also ich sag mal, wer
Jochen CORTS is on Darwin's side here. It's the survival of the fittest, and whoever is willing to invest in technology and improvements will see results. Until now, R0 is still on the foundation. The first spectators have arrived. 200 tons have to be moved 4 meters vertically and about the same distance over the rollout table. The man on the controls checks the computer and lifts up the stand. It loosens from the old foundation without difficulty. Alex and Jochen CORTS are relieved. Jochen CORTS says the lifting was planned in detail, but seeing it lift off in person is fascinating. But then, the placement doesn't fit. The scale breaker could tilt and fall if not placed correctly on the slabs. Anything that doesn't fit is dealt with by using the grinder. Now we can proceed. Everything works according to plan. Relief also for Wolfgang, who operates the strand jack. What remains is almost routine.
Ich bin sehr froh, wir haben eine super Truppe, wo jeder eigentlich verstanden hat, wo es darum geht, und man kann in so einem sehr konzentrierten Zeitraum von erstaunlichen 3 bis 4
It's amazing what's possible within 3 or 4 months of planning, says Jochen CORTS. We usually need more time to make sure our staff is not overwhelmed, but some stress is okay. CORTS engineering relies on skilled staff, and despite the different cultures and mentalities, we collaborate very well, especially with the customer. He continues to say that it's stressful and tough, but everyone knows why they're here, and that we're making good progress.
Von daher, ja, Stress ist es. Es kann kein Dauerstress sein. Ich sage immer, man sollte den Notarzt nicht zu seinem Fitnesstrainer machen.
284 hours later, the roughing mill in Temirtau will roll up again. They will produce more steel with better quality than ever before, and that secures the site and the future for Temirtau.